Okay, good morning everyone. Thanks for your coming. And today, before we get started, I would like to please join me to welcome Mr. Đức from Vietnam National University, Ho Chi Minh City for Educational Quality Assessment. Today we will discuss about a new teaching method, and here is Mr. Đức presentation. Thank you.
Okay, good morning everyone. My name is Đức. I'm a staff of Academic Development Department. So I'm really grateful to attend this meeting with the lecturers and teachers. So my job is to build plans and evaluate them. So I'm here to offer a presentation about a teaching method of the future presented by Mr. Joe Rowe, biology teachers in USA, and he presented this method at TED Talk in 2015. I'm really inspired by his method, and I think this could be performed in our country, and perhaps we could make a start. So, Mr. Joe put out a question that what really inspires students. So he found out that students love having choices. So he put choice with the 4 C's that were identified by a National Education Association of the USA as a skills of a 21st century that kids should learn. So choice is not a skill, but that students should learn, but a characteristic that a classroom should have. So choice means a situation where that there's different activities that are available to students to choose, that they were designed to meet the many diverse learning styles of students. And a classroom setup based on this method, as well as these 5 C's, requires a shift from a teacher-centered classroom into a student-centered classroom. And teachers requires to remove him or herself from the center and the front to becoming a guy on the side rather than a sage on the stage. And this brings opportunities to not merely teach, but to coach, to mentor, to nurture, and to inspire. And the school year could be divided into 2 or 3 weeks units. And there's also be a test at the end of every unit as usual. So at the beginning of every unit, a student are given a menu of all different activities that are viable for them to choose. And this will be a challenge for teachers to write these activities and make sure that students will still achieve the required outcomes for the units, no matter what combination of activities that they choose to do based on their learning style or what order they choose to do them in. According to this teaching method, we could make the tutorials on the computer like Joe Rowe has done. These tutorials written with lectures of teachers, and let students walk through the tutorials every unit. And they could also do some online activities on the computer, and some students could watch the videos related to the unit and write down the answer for the questions that accompany with the videos. And moreover, students could do some laboratory activities or science projects according to which kind of subject that they are studying. Furthermore, students can play educational board games with design to teach them the concept that related to the units, and they can also do hands-on simulation to take the past knowledge and connect it with the new knowledge. And especially, which the project-based method could be really appropriate within this students love to create and being creative. So they will present their project to the rest of the class on the last day of the unit. So the limitation is their imagination. And that is the summary of the teaching method of the future. Thank you for listening. Any questions for the presentation?
Thank you. I think this new model learning it can help students become active, choose to study the way they like. We also make students self discipline. However, how to apply this model learning in terms of education in Vietnam? Further on in our faculty, it is possible.
Thank you for your opinions and questions. So I'm really pleased to answer your question. According to my survey of your faculty, the biggest stress of your faculty of education is the student activities. So I suggest that we begin with that. Let the student helps with the content development of the activities. Begin with what students like and don't like, their advantages and disadvantages. So it will make a great content for the activities for them, because this is all about them. So thank you, that's my opinion. Is there any other questions? Could you please?
Yes, thank you your presentation. This method very effective in improve student learning. In my opinion, we will be some challenge when conducting your project. For instance, there are many costs in your faculty training program. So how do we write lesson plan and curriculum using this method effectively?
Okay, thank you for your opinions and questions. Allow me to give my answer. So to carry this method effectively, I suggest the teachers to begin with some general subjects with the low learning outcomes that a student don't like to learn. And I suggest that we should do it in a semester, and to write down the results and to evaluate the results, and to make it further in other subjects. And because this is all about the students, so let's put the student first in the progress. So that is my opinions for your question. Thank you.
It's my opinions. Resource-based methods is effective teaching methods because of the teacher have to pay more attention on students as subject feature to choose the best project suitable for students. That may help students be more confident as opens many learning opportunities to develop career, especially project-based methods provide to the teacher should believe in students' abilities, control principles, and improve transport. I have a question for you. I think these methods seem to have a high cost. This a lot of time and effort to accomplish. How will we do it?
Okay, thank you for your ideas and questions, and allow me to give feedback and answer your questions. So this method is an enormous challenge for teachers at the present, and for all of us too. But however, we have the key to work this out step by step in a short period of time, and that key is the people. And teachers and educators can work with students of their own at the early stage to experience some of the basic units and evaluate the outcomes in order to develop the methods to be appropriate with the teaching and learning styles, also with the required outcomes of the curriculum. And in addition, the funds are really important for this method because it costs a lot. So therefore, I suggest the president of the school or the university to give an average budget to support these methods in some subjects that based on the needs of most of the teachers and the students. So that is my solution for this method. Thank you. Okay, so I'm really grateful for you inviting me here today to the meeting, and thank you for all your listenings. And I hope that we can carry out this teaching method in the future effectively for our students. Thank you.
Okay. So thank you for your coming and to the presentation of the method. We can understand or know more about this method. And after this meeting, I want everyone to come home and to make an opinion by yourself, and we'll write it to a table for the next meeting. So have a good day. Thank you.